Here we go. Is it me? The little
No.
red bar? Okay, there.
No,
I
we're
think
live
live.
streaming.
There we
are.
go.
Yes, yes.
Welcome to Kiki and Carrots. Love during Lockup Edition. Guys, I'm so excited. This was such a great idea. But
Yeah.
Tracie Trendy's here.
Yay, hello.
I don't know if you know this, but I am Brianna and I'm like a massive Tracie Trendy fan.
Oh my goodness.
Not just because of her show, but because I talked to her on the phone and I was like, this is my sister. So that was cool. Nice to meet you.
My sister
Welcome.
on
Here's
the West
Mary.
Coast.
Welcome,
Yes.
Tracie.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, and also probably the first person ever to be on the podcast from California, except
Yeah,
for
you know,
me.
it's a struggle. It's a struggle.
Why does everyone live on the East Coast? Don't you feel like that?
Because the East Coast is cool.
Literally.
Rough riders on the East
Freaking
Coast.
cold. is what it
Yes,
is.
it's cold as fuck. Yes.
Yes. It is definitely.
I
Anyway,
am
what did you
excited.
think of this episode 1 of Love During Lockup? Do you have like an overall kind of
Well,
impression?
Well, you know, I guess I should say we'll start with positive. There was a nice new cast. Okay, we didn't see every
Yeah.
cast member. We didn't see every.
But they brought back the one that matters, which is Ty.
Ty is my favorite. I don't care what anyone says. Ty is
What
my
do you
favorite.
mean? We love
Ty
her.
is my girl. Yes.
Yes.
We
love
interviewed her
Ty.
last
Okay,
season.
now. She's gonna come on my show a couple weeks from
Cool.
now, after the
That's
second episode.
awesome. Have
But-
you met her? If not, you
I did
will
an
love
interview with
her.
her. Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Oh, she is.
So
She's
funny.
hilarious.
But this
Yes.
episode is crazy, right?
You know,
Well, we can talk about
it. It seems like they're trying to recreate magic. Am I wrong here? Okay, so we got the black and white hair. We got the Haley. And I got my little cheat sheet here.
Oh, that's awesome. By
It's
the way, Haley's
Chelsea.
really upset about that. We recently interviewed her, and I cannot tell you how upset she is that there's
She
someone
has
else
been
with hair
all
like
over
hers.
the gram. She
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about it in our interview.
And I was like, hey, didn't someone else do that before you?
Yeah, Cruella
Sia?
DeVille.
Like, Sia,
Cruella DeVille.
you didn't make
Exactly.
this shit up, girl. What?
I saw on her Instagram, she went in her closet and she was like, see, because she's really dedicated to the black and white. She's got her half black, half white sweatshirt, shoes, everything.
Yes, Brianna. She had to prove her point that she was the first one,
Yes.
and that this girl is like a copycat.
It
If
seems
she
that
shows
way.
up in here, I'm gonna feel really bad.
And this girl's also close to her dad, like Haley is.
Yes, she
So-
is.
So, and this girl also has a son. One son, just like Haley.
Haley, yes.
Mhm. The similarities.
But they just one-upped it, and she's deaf.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I
like
don't know
they
how
have
that's
to-
the one up.
I was telling.
I mean, for reality TV purposes.
Okay.
You know what I
it's gonna
mean?
it's gonna take some buy-in from the viewers, because we gotta read, and sometimes the show drags. It drags, and they gave too much of this. They revealed too much, because Thursday was pretty much. I went to see it. Finally, it was the same episode, pretty much.
Yeah.
as Friday's episode.
Except for a couple of scenes that they threw in. But like the sneak peek that they showed on Thursday was basically the whole episode that they showed Friday.
Yes.
So
yes.
it was like, come on.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
but yeah.
They showed a sneak peek on Thursday, Brianna, that was like 45 minutes long. It was basically the whole episode.
Exactly. Now, leave a little for the imagination. And
Right.
So,
Right.
But some of the couples they did not show. So Jessica and Dustin, they did not show, and I guess
Oh.
Melissa and Louis, they have not shown.
So we have more
hopefully They
people.
are going.
They
to-
showed Melissa and Louis briefly. She was the cheerleader chick.
Oh, she
That was
totally looks
Melissa.
different from her.
That was Melissa and Louis, but they didn't show
Mark
the-
and Censor A.
right, Mark and Sincere A.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Melissa and Louis. Melissa reminds me of Santiva somewhat. And Haley, because she's reliving her high school dream to get the hot guy in high school that she was never able to get till he gets locked up.
who is
This
not
isn't
hot
the
now.
first time that this has happened, right? Tiffany and Curtis, that was another thing, right? They
Right?
knew each other from high school. And then he had
I
some
don't remember
grand,
who
like,
is Tiffany and Curtis.
That was Kevin's girl, and Curtis
Oh,
was the one
no,
that
but
went
they
to go.
weren't. They weren't. Yeah,
no,
but he
right,
knew her
she
from
was
high
the
school.
hot girl that
She
he
was the
always
hot-
dreamed of
right.
getting
Yeah,
with.
that's right.
And
you're
she
right.
didn't get with him until, I mean,
Mhm.
he never got with her.
Right, he
But
never got with
anyway,
her.
So
yeah.
let's see who what like trying to roll in there and take some of Ty's star power is Justine.
Yes,
And
yes.
Michael.
Justine
and
is going
Michael.
to try to take some of Ty's star power. You could see that already.
And
She's very
yeah,
flashy.
yeah, she has 3 kids and he has 4. And so what they gonna do? And it seems like she's got arrested development to me. All these chicks and bringing their kids in the mix. And what's the point of? I know the oldest girl is egging mama because he had a little hit out there. He's a rapper, and his little teen daughter's all for it. You saw how she gave the mom the phone when it rang.
Yeah.
Yes.
Normally, teen girls, if their mom is dating, they're not trying to bring in anybody extra into the house. So they wouldn't be saying, "Hey, mom, your boyfriend's calling."
No, definitely not. I agree.
No. And this whole
No.
marriage. So we're gonna see this marriage, you think?
I guess. Well,
yeah.
we'll see what happens.
She's
But
the
she
chick
doesn't
that they were
tell
throwing
his
flowers
family.
at during the trailer. That little preview we seen, and she's outside, like, and they're all like, "Congratulations!" That's her.
Oh,
So I
okay.
guess she marries him.
All right.
I'm a mother of like an extremely grown up kid who just turned 30.
Mhm.
And it's like, I would fucking kill him like dead if he did anything like that. Just
But these other mothers are being, these con mothers are being very cunning because they're hooking up their con kids with non-cons. Because that happened with what's that name? Oh my God, Lacey and Antoine, and
Yes.
and now it's happening with Justine and Michael.
Right.
Co-workers, hey, my son, oh, he just happens to be in prison. Mhm.
Right. And then she's talking about,
thanks
you
for
know,
that.
I really hope my son could stay faithful.
Yeah, but you thought they were a good pair.
Exactly. You're the one that hooked them up. Like,
but she likes it. Justine says she likes the thugs, so she got 3 kids talking about liking thugs.
I know.
She should have got that out of her system before she had those kids. Now
she should have got that out of her system a long time ago.
Exactly. Now, Ty gets proposed to, and so does
This
Boston.
is fucked up. This is so bad. And Hottie's cousin, that's who she purports to be. It's her job to go propose to both women.
Yes. And her
This
loyalty is
bullshit,
the
right?
hottie.
This
But
is
her
total
loyalty is the
bullshit.
hottie though. Like she's
Her
saying,
cousin's blood is thicker than water. So.
yeah. Yeah.
But who's paying for these rings?
I know. That's what I want to know.
Exactly. Yeah, good question.
I hope
Matt
Ty-
Sharp,
well, Ty's
maybe it's
probably-
Matt Sharp Entertainment's money.
Stimulus money, probably. He probably
that
got a
was-
stimulus
yeah, right.
check.
Well, how much is the stimulus money? Shoot, they're single in jail. So how much are they gonna get?
They're like $1,500. I don't know how much. Weren't
So
they like
for 2
$1,500?
And then speaking of rings and stimulus, Emily and what's it, Dari?
Yeah,
Dory.
dowry.
Oh, come
Dowry,
on
yeah.
now, come on. Okay, he was
Yeah.
already talking to another woman, and she's like,
Right.
she thinks she's so smart, but then she's gonna roll.
I
over
know.
with that little lie he's giving, that little half-ass lie. He really. And then she was saying she's got the power of attorney. She's kind of misusing his money. If you know.
She's in law school. She wants to be a criminal defense attorney.
And she's confessing
And she's
to basically
jacking this
Right.
She's jacking him for his money.
misusing
Literally.
his power
misusing
of
of
attorney.
funds. Yes.
Right.
That
So,
is so wrong.
but I mean, she's still going to funnel it back to him. She gets a ring and she's still going to put money on the books. These chicks don't know that. At least Ty's coming up and saying, yeah, I'm putting money on the books. This chick thinks she's being cared for because she's got that stimulus check, but she's still sending money because he asked for some.
Right.
So I don't get the whole You know,
I don't get any of it.
I don't get any of it either.
Not starting with the entire premise of the show, but
well, I think the show needs more of the cons because the cons have the personality.
Yes, I agree.
I do think that one of the overriding themes is you don't know who's more or less of a terrible person just because they got caught or just because they went to jail. Because a lot of times the non-con is the one who seems crazier to me.
Yes, true.
But
Yes.
do they commit the crime or is it just a moral crime that they commit? So
yeah,
there's weird power dynamics at play. We always talk about that. How it's like, I feel like these people want to be with someone who they, you know, they feel like they have some kind of power and control because they don't have any money. And they think when they come out, they're going to be somehow like they owe them. Yeah, exactly. There's some weird thing.
I think that's going to be the case with Emily and Dari, but I don't think
yes.
he's not going to be down with that.
No, he's not going to be down with it. She's going to try to put a leash on him and he's not going to be down with it.
Do you think he knows that? Well, she said she was going to get this ring and not talk to him about it, right?
Right. He doesn't
So
know
he
about
doesn't
the
even
ring.
know that
He
she
doesn't
spent
even
his
know. Exactly. He doesn't know that she spent his stimulus check.
So how does he think he's getting money? You know, she's still sending him money because he asked for something.
Right.
So
I mean, he probably does know that he has a stimulus check, but he doesn't know she spent it.
Yeah, it's true.
Is this a Gabby and Chris situation right here?
I think they want to make it that, but the thing is this chick is giving them money, whether she's taking the stimulus or not. It's still some transfers of funds. So
right, and they one-upped it again. This chick has the power of attorney.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's not income producing. What income is he bringing other than this check? So that's what they're trying to recreate, another scenario like that. But it's like, can they be original? Can they be original? And just let the reality is sometimes stranger than fiction. So let reality occur.
Exactly. Just let it happen naturally.
Yeah. I think I don't know. That guy with Chelsea, Mike, he seems scary to me. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't give me a good vibe either.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Scary.
I hope her dad steps in and when he talks to him and he's like, no, because she had prior domestic violence in her past.
Yes.
You know, and we don't need to see that cycle happening with her again. And I'm kind of sensitive
that
with
guy
this
looks
subject.
in that tear. Was for murder?
Doesn't that mean you've killed someone when you have the tear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't like this. Like when they showed the beginning of the scene, basically she was like, yeah, my type is bad boys who are in jail. It's like, why?
I know.
That's what Chelsea said.
Yeah, at the beginning of the segment. She's like, that's basically my type.
Well, I mean, that could be your type, but once you have kids and stuff.
Yeah, you lose that privilege to be making that
just,
decision. Yeah.
I don't get these people. Like they are like I guess I don't know what to say. And the one they haven't shown is Mark and Sensore, and he calls himself good looking. He's a good
yes, he does. He calls himself good looking.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I heard about a little Sensore where she had her little scenario, how she wound up in a pokey.
Yes, me too. She shot up her grandma's house during a robbery.
Yeah, they kept the crime close at home. So
do you guys ever wonder if Matt Sharp Entertainment specifically goes hunting out like the most dysfunctional?
Yes,
most
I do.
Extra people they can find.
Yes, I think they do.
Because that's his thing. Also, he has a thing for chest tattoos. I'm convinced.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Who has a chest tattoo now?
Well, Chelsea does.
Emily.
Yeah, Emily, Chelsea. I was thinking about Destiny, even Tiffany with her giant.
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm
diamond. I'm just saying,
but
in
this
general.
season alone, we have Emily and Chelsea with the chest tattoo.
Does Ty not have any?
Yeah.
Emily and Chelsea.
So weird when they open up and Ty's in the mortuary. I love that she's a mortician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cracks me up.
They
Ty
can't
is
create
so-
that one. They can't recreate that.
No,
They can't
No.
find too many women.
she's freaking real. I don't know
Yeah.
about the men, but like she is
So there
what
was a
she
dead
says she
person in
is.
there. I was wondering, is that a real? Because it was kind of
Ah! That was one
Oh.
of the production assistants.
In
Thank
the
you so
coffin?
much, Capricorn 11. That means a lot to us.
Oh, thank
Oh
you.
yeah, by the way,
Capricorn
please
11.
subscribe to our channel. I'm so bad
And
at
please
this.
subscribe to
We always
Tracy
forget
too.
Oh
to like
yeah,
ask
Tracie
people.
Yes,
Trendy.
Tracy
And
Trendy.
subscribe to Tracie Trendy, who I
It's
love,
Tracie, but yeah.
by the way.
But really, it's
TRA.
Tracy, but I couldn't get.
Okay, but it's in the title of this episode.
Yes, and I'll put
Spelled
the link
correctly,
in. I'll put the link in
because I am a
too.
two-time spelling bee champion.
Oh really? I don't know. I think I have my name up here. I think I typed my real spelling on here. I don't know how the Zoom goes and everything.
You just gave it away right now. Everyone thought that was the real spelling until you looked it up. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's talk about Ty, even though we love her. She's not
Yes.
here, right? Did you invite
You'll be
her?
on my show a couple of weeks. Okay. Mhm.
I mean, in the comments. Mary somehow like
no, I haven't invited her to the comments.
I
No,
think
but I will.
Mary might blackmail cast members.
Wait,
I
say
don't know
that-
what
you
she
say that again?
does.
Say that again, Brianna.
I think Mary might blackmail cast members.
Oh, she
She gets them to like come into the comments every week, and I
Yeah,
don't
I
know how
do.
she does it
Well, they come. They scope their name out. They're really into it. I noticed
because they've been in like live chat with us for
Oh,
like
I haven't had
all
a
through
lot-
the last season, and
Uh-huh.
then they jump on camera,
Yeah.
and I don't know how Mary gets them here.
That's good. She's crafty.
Yeah, I just show up and talk,
And Mojo shows up to look cute.
and
Mojo's
and
making his
Mojo
appearance.
shows up because he's an
Oh, with
international
Junebug here,
sex
looking
symbol.
like- I don't want to start him back here. My little Junebug and patch.
Oh, I want to see, but you've got your background blurred. So we can
Blurred, yeah, but I'm sitting on this. Hey, come on. Oh, let me get him up here. Big loud mouth Junebug. Oh, you kiss. There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, he's
look at his
blurry.
bandana. He's so fancy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
wow.
I don't want him to start making noises. So
What kind of
Yeah,
dog is that?
he's a peekapoo, Pekingese and poodle.
oh.
And his
That's a
brother's down
cute
here. I got his
name.
brother too, but his brother's
Super
chill. He's a
cute.
big looking poodle dog. So yeah,
Let's talk more about Ty.
a tie.
Yeah, so these diamond rings show up, but like, okay, so you said, we all were like, wait, what? He delivered one to Boston and to Ty. Meanwhile,
Oh,
she
I know
takes a
that-
phone call from one of her other prison booths and walks outside seconds after she gets this ring. Who's playing who? I
Well,
mean,
see, I want to see Boston get her proposal. I want to see Boston get a proposal. That's the kind of thing I'm interested in seeing. Now, I want to also know, is Boston putting money in Hottie's books?
I would say yes. That's
And if
my
Hottie,
guess.
okay, Ty finally gets this sweatshirt that she's been waiting for forever.
Yes. The covenant sweatshirt.
I don't know. Like, so what is Hottie making money somehow? He's supposed to be some kind of local rapper around there.
Yes, he is
Upstate New
supposed to
York.
be some
Maybe he
local
has
rapper.
royalties coming in or something.
Really now.
He has songs out. I've seen stuff. YouTube
Oh,
links
really?
to songs. Yeah, I don't know how he's getting them produced. I don't know. I don't know if it's old
Well,
music.
good for him.
Well, by this time, Hottie knows that Ty's got other men. He has to. She's on the show. So I wonder when he's gonna bring that up, or has it been brought up? I'm gonna ask her that question.
I didn't even think about that. It's weird though, Mary, because we've talked to a lot of different inmates. Some were like, yeah, no, I had no idea this show existed until I was on it, and I'd never seen, like, I couldn't watch it in prison. And then other people were like, yeah, I watched every episode in prison. So I don't know if it's like the
you
same
think
for everyone.
well, he has family, friends who tell him, hey, you're a chick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm
Ty's
sure he
never known-
does.
Huh?
I'm sure he does. He
Yeah,
has family telling
absolutely.
him. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Ty's never known about the show before, she never watched the show.
Yeah.
So,
She said she never watched it before.
She's
so-
hilarious.
yeah. But yeah, it'd be interesting. Like, I don't, 5 years he's gonna get out. What did he do for being there for
I know.
dealing.
Right?
I think drug dealing, trafficking.
it's a major haul he was hauling probably.
Yeah.
So,
It
but
would have to be.
but her main boo is, what's her main boo name? BB.
BB.
So I don't I don't know. You know what? Ty Smart, she's the one who decided to have a couple guys on on tap. So she can
Yes.
keep being on the show, on this particular show. So she's got more than one.
And leaving
So
her
she's
options open.
keeping the options open and the paycheck, her wallet open too for the checks, the week checks to fall through.
You're so
Mhm.
jaded, Tracy.
Well, I know that's a good thing. I give her props for that.
Tracy is
Good.
not
It's true,
suspending
though.
her belief at
No,
all.
but it's
There-
true though. It makes
Yes.
sense. She has a couple of prospects lined up for the next few
I
seasons.
never
Yes.
thought about that.
That's good. And she did it originally. It wasn't, because she never saw the show.
Right, exactly. It was
This
just
is
like
her business model.
organically. It was just
Organic.
She has
organically.
like a business model and she's planning it all out. Okay. And
Right.
then
Oh, she didn't
after
plan it out.
this,
She had it created. This is
they
like,
need to have a next franchise like Babies After Lockup edition.
Right.
And then people can plot that how
I
many
can see-
children they'll have.
Well, I can see that happening because some of them, like the generational, like Amber was in there, her mom's in
Right,
there.
exactly.
The
Yes.
same thing with Queen and her daughter. So it's like a generational thing. So it's possible.
Mhm.
It's possible. As long as the show stay on the air, I think we will be start seeing some second generation.
This show's gonna stay on the air because it's literally one of the top watched shows now, period, on TV, which is so weird because I started this podcast as an audio podcast like almost exactly 3 years ago. And I was telling my then partners, like, I want to do a Love After Lockup podcast. And they're like,
They
I'm
were
not
like,
doing
no,
that.
it's so ratchet.
Nobody's
I
nobody's
wasn't on the
watching that
channel then.
shit.
I wasn't
No
on
one's
the channel
watching
then.
it.
I wasn't on the channel then. Now it's
No.
ratchet.
This
Uh-huh.
was PM pre-Mary.
Yes.
Anyway, so but yeah,
Wow.
and then I actually did like a poll of our listeners, and they were like, no, we don't care. And now it's like one of the best watched shows on TV.
Yeah.
And what was the
Yeah.
first things I said to you when we started podcasting together? What show I wanted to cover?
Love After Lockup. It was like fate, destiny.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the
okay,
older
do we
shows-
want to address any of the moral issues involved with Ty and her story? But there's so much on all sides. It's almost like they've normalized bad behavior. Because by the
moral
way, you're
issues-
not supposed to do those things.
What moral issues for Ty other than she's playing?
That
and they play-
she says she's gonna marry this man, but she's got all kinds of other booze. Like, what the hell?
Well, they're talking to other women too. They're
I
talking.
know. That's what I'm saying. Both sides.
Both
Mhm.
sides with the
I
moral
find that their
issues.
values are not exceptional.
And Ty's saying that she has trust issues with Hottie, but she's doing the same thing to
That's
Hottie.
what I mean.
And it's like, Ty, come on, girl.
So we asked her about that last year when we interviewed her. What did she say? She was like, she really doesn't think it's a problem, but why I can't remember what her reasoning was. She was vehement about it, but
Yes, I don't
I
remember.
can't
either.
remember what she
I
said.
guess you can think of it this way: if he hasn't devoted his heart to her, why should she devote her time to him? Keep her options open. These are prisoners. These are cons. So it's
Right.
your best bet. If you're going to date them, you might as well cast your net wider. Don't stick to one person because that might. You see, the rate of successes is really next to nothing. Because it was only like 2
It's
couples.
still better than The Bachelor. I want to point that out.
It's better than The Bachelor. I don't know. Because
Yeah.
we got 2 successful relationships. We have Andrea and Lamar, and of course Brittany and Marcy.
Mhm.
Well, then there's I just totally forgot. How
You know,
long
that
does
earlier
it
couple-
take
The
to
earlier
define success?
Of the earlier couples. we're
earlier
talking
The
about.
there's
earlier
one earlier
couples,
couple. There's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
3 out of how long this show's been on the air. 3 couples.
Like
So
3 years or
so it's
so.
kind of hard. So she should. I think she shouldn't be dating cons, but if she's going to, she better be looking past Hottie.
Yeah, she better keep her options open.
Yeah, hey, she can play. I mean, as long as she keeps it. I don't
She
think
could collect the
wants out.
rings. She
Huh?
could have an engagement ring for each finger.
Yes,
That's
I didn't think she
wrong.
was a man
That's
in
not
real life.
okay.
She may not want a man in real life. She said something about on it. She may not want somebody. She likes the attention on the phone, all that stuff. Not necessarily.
She
But
has
she doesn't like having a
intimacy
partner in real
issues.
life, like having a partner.
I think she's afraid that somebody's gonna take advantage of, let her down, violate her trust. So I think she keeps people at a distance and keeps her bases covered.
Yeah, I think she wants the attention from the phone calls, the letters. She likes all that stuff. So I think that's what she's more for. That's why she said, "Oh yeah, I'll marry you 5 years down the line, but I'll marry you. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep my fix of letters and phone calls and video calls and keep coming." So
So much bad judgment on so many
Yeah,
sides.
this
so
is
much
why
bad-
we love this train wreck.
Yes,
For
yes,
sure.
They made
yes.
good
No
decisions.
question. No question.
So I guess the Mark character in Censor A is going to be like Max.
Yes, yes.
Because he's calling himself good looking and Max called himself good looking and going to be
Don't
that
you
kind of,
hate that? I hate that, but I also wish I felt that way about myself.
very attractive woman. But the thing is, I don't need to see duplicates of what we already saw.
Got
Sharp
you.
Entertainment. We don't need to see
Got you.
duplicates.
Yeah.
Let's come up with originality.
They almost have like prototypes now, like, or, like,
Right. It just seems
Right.
like they're taking the prototype and they're just trying
or
to add,
archetypes, maybe
and-
archetypes
and
is
they're
a better
just trying
word.
to add spice to it.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to one up it a little bit. So we'll see
Yeah.
what like Mark's spin is going to be.
Right. So the only one we didn't
I
see.
still really like Ty, I'm just saying.
I love Ty.
Okay.
She has to, but that whole hypnosis was kind of like out there, and it's okay.
She's
I mean,
up
she's kind
there.
of like, they gotta tell people like there's some time, where you didn't just 3 seconds and she's hypnotized. We had to do blah, 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 blah. And then they come, they have to show some time going down. So next thing you know, it's kind of was an awkward scene there a little bit. And then she snaps her out of it when she says, what did she say?
What did she say, Brianna, to snap her out of it? Do you remember?
No, what did Ty was
No,
saying? She was saying,
I
don't
don't
leave me or
remember.
something.
Yeah, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. I think she was saying, don't leave me alone.
Oh, okay. And then the lady just snaps her out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
They
don't
should
know.
have said why was Ty going there anyway? Like letting her know, like have Ty tell us why she's seeing a therapist.
Yeah, it was just kind of random, right? All of a
Mhm.
sudden she's driving to a hypnotist.
Yeah, it's like come on now. So let's get some kind of
That doesn't happen to you on a regular basis.
You're just driving to a
Because
hypnotist.
usually I'm like
randomly.
going to the gas station and next thing I know, I'm like at a hypnotherapist. It happens to me a lot.
And
You
what was
know?
the point of her friend reading her that letter? I'm like, everybody's pushing these bums on people. I mean, come on.
Do you think like next year we're going to not be podcasting about this show because it'll really become so stereotypical and prototype? Like, okay,
I hope
this is-
not. I really hope not. I hope they don't
Same.
ruin it like that.
yeah, don't get too formulaic on us for real.
No.
Because
please.
they are getting a little too.
They are getting just
I
like
never
90
really
Day
thought about it
Fiance
until you
is
guys
like,
said that. Yeah.
Well, now
You know
the
what?
fiance is too boring because it's too many. It's too much coming at you at once.
yeah.
And everybody's gonna get married, so that's the questions already removed from that. So
I think they should combine it with some other TV formats like 90 Day Fiance Naked and Afraid. Then you got something interesting. Just saying.
Just
I'm not
How
trying to
about-
act like I'm a visionary like that. Sharp.
I don't know. They just need to do something different because this show's kind of it's okay. It's you got to have a dynamic character. And all these people, the women and men who are non-cons, they're not giving us what we need, and what that they do give us, we've already seen. So we do
Right.
need some fire here, some sparks.
One thing I will say is I really would like past casts to stay in the past now. Because
I
I've
hear
had
that
a
a
lot
lot.
of a whole bunch of things from last season and people who've been on multiple seasons. So like, let's just move forward.
Yes, let's
So
just
when I
move
talk about
forward from
Melissa and
past season
Louis-
drama. Jeez.
Melissa and Louis. This is another case of I remember him from high school. Who? Yeah. Which one was in love with the other one in high school?
Come on,
Like
Miss-
Haley and Dalton.
Yeah, exactly. Where they
Haley
knew each
Long
other
from
from a
high
long time
school.
ago.
Yeah,
Well, and Curtis and Tiffany, that they remember. So, you know, your memories from
wasn't
high school are
Dalton,
sort of
like,
like,
two
Wow.
grades older than Haley or something, just like
Yes.
this girl and Louis.
Yeah.
mhm, exactly.
Okay.
Mm.
And
I
let me
just-
tell you, Louis is not good looking now. He may have been one of the good looking guys in high school, but I'm sorry. He's
Yeah,
not.
it's just like, so you're going to get the guy now. You're going to get this gourmet meal, supposedly this gourmet meal delivered to you on a lid of a trash can now, because I'm sorry, he's a con.
Yes, he's
And-
no. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Speaking of it, I forgot to mention the looks of these pictures of these chicks, the non-cons that are sending. Not necessarily Melissa. Chelsea's picture looked different, and Emily's picture looked different.
yeah.
Yes.
Is that when
Yes.
it started reminding you of Santiva
Mm-hmm.
or no?
Emily doesn't look anything. She looks slimmer, and her hair was straighter. She just looked different. And then Chelsea looked different as well on her picture that she sent. And that mic is just going by that picture.
Yes.
But she does video because she was showing him how to sign, teaching him how to sign. But
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I don't know. I think they should have just I know we hate as viewers and fans of the show to have a big gap while we wait for the next installment, but I think sometimes it's necessary.
Take a minute and do better casting. Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
or at least let us look at the show, give it to us, give us a once over. Like, I don't want to be in there and filming or anything, but let me look at the raw footage and let me tell you what you need to do, because
You need to be on like an advisory board.
Yes.
oh, they have like I've had a little experience, but what they do is they don't necessarily write the scripts. People say no, they
I don't think
encourage.
so.
They encourage.
Yeah, certain
That's-
situations, and then they, yeah.
Hopefully,
We've seen the contract.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of those contracts?
no, but I heard that Ty said nothing is fake, and if it is fake, Sharp is coming for their money.
It's not fake, but they purposely do things to
Mhm.
incite excessive
yeah,
amounts of
yeah.
emotion.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they start
And
I mean,
they
it's
acknowledge
based
that
on-
from the beginning.
Well,
Like,
that's
I
a
like-
lot of shows. It's a lot of reality shows. do
yeah,
that.
exactly. I mean,
Reality shows.
reality
exactly.
shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to sit there for 8 hours and it's just tape is filming and you're just like drinking tea and crumpets.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but
You know, it scares me though, because when you play some of this stuff off as reality, I feel like it legitimizes that behavior. It's
Now-
problematic with the 2 engagement rings, as well as many, many other things on this.
Right.
Ty too, with all those, I don't know. I just feel like we legitimize really bad behavior. Housewives are the perfect example of this.
oh yeah, housewives.
Oh yes,
definitely.
housewives
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
Well, then the parenting, like Justine, I'm side-eyeing, like, and then she's wearing these wedding gowns she knows she can't wear at the the prison. So why even bother?
Right. I know.
And like, why would you want to wear a prison gown a wedding gown in a prison? It's like, ew. I'm like,
I know it
I'm
is really
trying to get
weird.
my pristine
And then
gown.
don't tell anyone, and especially
Right.
your in-laws, just spring it on them. By the
Yeah.
way,
But
it's
you
a
know what?
wedding.
The mother should be happy because she's the one putting them together. So I don't see what the big whoop-de-doo is there. I really don't. But you know what thing I wanted to touch upon, and it has nothing to do with this show because this show is kind of boring.
Mhm. Oh my God.
Things like, if I had a little hand in production, I would wonder why don't we see Chance's, Taylor's Chance?
Right.
Why don't we see his family? I know we're going to see his sons in the next installment, but you know
Yeah,
what?
we haven't.
They're going to
Right.
be, he's
Maybe
got
they
two
haven't
girls.
been talking to him.
He's got a 19 and a 21-year-old.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
And,
does.
But I mean, I don't want to see his kids per se. I mean, yeah, you can show them whatever, but I want to see like mom, dad,
Right.
sister,
Say
what's-
mom, dad, like his interaction with them and
right, and his 38 female cousins. Come on now. Come on now. We need to see all of that. I don't, because they never addressed that. Never.
Yes, that's true. His 38 female cousins. Remember that?
Because that's what I think is going to bring reality into when you bring your whole, because you can keep your representative, play that representative on camera for so long. But when you got family members coming in there and throwing out these curveballs, you might lose, drop the ball, because you got your mom, your sister, your dad, your cousin, everybody, in the mix there.
Kind of like Taylor does with all her family.
Right.
All her nosy family.
And Deontay,
Who we love.
his mama in there.
Right. And
I hear
so that's what
Deontay.
brings the fans in when we have these curveballs, meaning the family members. But so far we only saw family members in Justine's. Her mom was like,
Yeah.
And his other mom was like,
and the in-laws, they're freaking out.
and Chelsea's dad was kind of like, nothing. They're not really meshing with the other side because they haven't seen the other side.
Right.
Yet.
Exactly.
Those kids, though, this was Justine
Adorable.
and Michael, right? Where a few of them hadn't seen their dad in years.
Exactly.
And she's taking them to the prison, and then it's like, surprise wedding. It's like, way to make it about you and not these poor children who haven't seen their dad in years.
I know.
I guess the mom was in there too, the mother of the children. She was in the back. I know the sister was there. There was another older woman in there. So I think.
Yeah, I wasn't sure of all the relationships there.
Yeah, I know.
There was at least one sister and a mother.
Right, but there was another lady in the back, and when I watched it for the third time.
Yes, there was another lady. Yes, there was another lady in the back.
Yes,
I'm thinking, sure we'll find out.
And we know that he got arrested with the mother of 3 out of his 4 children.
Oh.
So he has 2 baby mamas.
Okay. So is she in jail too?
Yes, she is.
Also, maybe that woman was not that. Maybe it was.
Maybe that's. Well, were all 4 children there? Because if he has 2 baby mamas, maybe that's one of the other baby mamas.
There was a lot of kids, so I'm assuming this is the one that was arrested, because that's why the mother is watching the grandchildren.
Right.
So that's unfortunate.
Yes.
So they should have brought that up, because that would have
I actually posted that on our Instagram.
Well, they should have brought that up. Make this show more, because it's just kind of like, kind of ditzy. Getting married, surprise wedding.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
some of those aren't true, though.
3 of
we
those
know
children,
of weddings that have been faked on this show.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, but it still is not something. I mean, we're not all thrilled to see a wedding. That's not going to keep viewers in.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I mean,
dynamics.
The dynamics behind it. Like 3 of those children, their mom were arrested with their dad and for the same crime.
Yeah.
She was his accomplice.
A lot of the non-cons are also ex-cons.
Who was an ex-con in this group?
I don't know, but I'm just saying a lot of times it's revealed later.
Yeah.
Like think about John and what's her name? Christiana. Then we find out he was a con.
Well,
obviously Blaine and Lindsay.
Yeah, Blaine said he was already. And didn't John say he was? No, I think he didn't.
He's been in prison for many years.
John has been in prison for many years.
Yeah, for many years.
Yeah, but he didn't say he was on the show. And but yeah, let me see if anybody who's, I don't know. I know Emily can't be because she's in the law school and and I don't think Chelsea.
If anyone is a con out of all of them, I think it could be Justine.
And I thought you were gonna say Ty. I was cringing.
No, Justine, simply because how is this man gonna make his money when he gets out of jail? And
he's got a rap career, girl.
Yeah, I know. Everybody has a rap career, Tracie.
Yeah, but this one was actually legit. He actually had a legit video, legit like studio produced, not something on hottie level, but something a little, he had a song about drugs. I got drugs.
Yes, he did.
And it kind of he got caught.
Fuck the police, that kind of thing, yeah.
And that's why I think the teen daughter is all for this relationship, because you know, she's gets a little notoriety with it, and so she can go back to school and my mom's dating, blah blah blah. He's gonna be my stepdad, and you know, so I think a little bit of that in there. You never. I'm just assuming. I'm just going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Here, but
We're just assuming. We don't know anything. It's only the first episode, right, Brianna?
yes,
I'm wide open, but I know it's gonna be a mess.
Yes,
That's for
and
sure.
we're here for every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, so
Oh.
far I'll give it. You know, I stick through for the thick and thin and watch it to the bitter end. So we'll see.
Do you want to
let's-
give it a grade, like a letter
Yes,
grade?
Let's give it a letter grade for the first episode. Tracy, what would you grade it?
C.
Brianna, what would you grade it?
I'll give it like a B, just because some of the characters are really, really interesting to me. Like, I think Chelsea's fascinating, and it has nothing to do with her hair. And I feel like we're gonna discover a lot of really weird stuff about her. I think she's gonna be a surprise. No, I mean, maybe also I'm just excited to see some new people on my screen. And out of all of the shows in this franchise, I actually think Love During Lockup might be the best. I found it fascinating to watch these people dating guys in prison. It's not as interesting because you can't see them like in real life interact, but I don't know. I found this show very intriguing last season.
I like last season's. I don't know.
Yeah,
about
me
this
too. I like last season's too. Well, I would give it a C+
Okay.
Fair.
for Chelsea
Mhm.
and Ty.
Mhm.
And
Okay,
for the
yeah,
fact-
Ty. That's the other reason. Yeah.
The reason why I'm giving it a C because there's a lot of prototypes. There's nothing. You got
exactly,
new faces, but it's
prototypes.
just a new face in
Change
the
it up.
same scenario.
But
So-
maybe they're also smart enough to make it look that way. And then we're going to be totally shocked. We'll find out. Haley is really mad about the chick about Chelsea. I don't know if you saw, she
Yes.
did an interview on our channel. She's like incensed. They're like, they
Well, she's gonna
couldn't
be
even
on
be
Love after
original.
Lockup, so why would she care? She's gonna be on Love
Right.
after Lockup.
Because she doesn't want to be confused because it's
She wants
her.
to,
She
yeah.
started it. Tracy, she
Yeah.
started it.
I mean, don't you feel that same way about some of your signatures? Because this is what
Okay,
I would
stop
say,
it.
you know, that trend, like grunge. I did that. I started that shit. Just saying.
Yeah, I know when someone's kind of bites your style, and yeah, that's or even take some information and doesn't credit you. So you guys have been stolen from a lot, not giving credit for.
I'm sure it's happened to you
Yeah.
too. And if we've ever not attributed, sorry.
Yes, Tracy, please let me know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please,
we will
please do.
always attribute.
Because it's usually because I'm stoned and I just forgot.
Oh,
I
not
didn't
you,
do
not
it
you
on
guys,
purpose.
not you
No,
guys.
I'm just saying if I happen to in
If
the
it ever
future,
happens.
No,
let us
if I
know.
find somebody
Text
else
me.
stealing from you guys.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
no,
thank
just
you.
saying, yeah, no. I'm just
People
saying,
steal
like,
Mary's memes all the time.
Well,
Mary's like a social media giant, and people steal her memes.
well,
but-
you write for Sarcasm too, right, Mary?
yes, yes.
A lot of stuff was taken from. Yeah, I've always accredited when I use sarcasm. I just know some people don't. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's all I
Do you
have.
want to tell us about anything that's going to be happening on your channel in the next few weeks? Do you have any cool stuff going on?
Well, I don't see any tea. I'm still sniffing out for tea, but in the meantime, as I said earlier, Ty's going to be on. I'm going to interview her after the second episode. So something's going to
Cool.
happen. Something's going to pop off the second episode. She definitely told me to get back with her after the second episode. So
Okay,
All right,
this should
I
be
don't know what could
interesting.
be, you know.
I hope that it's not like a physical fight between Ty and Boston. I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, we've already had that, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I think she said she regretted having that fight. I think, yeah. So
I hope so, because it's not like Boston's doing anything to her. It's
Right.
the man
Exactly.
who's doing it, like whatever.
yeah. So who knows? I don't know, but I'll that's what's on the forefront for me.
That's very cool. And if you
Cool.
guys don't know Tracie Trendy, then where the fuck have you been? But
exactly.
besides
Where the
that
fuck have
fact,
you been?
we'll put her
Yes.
handle in
Yes.
the description.
I don't know
box.
what's wrong with you lovelies if you don't know who the fuck Tracy Trendy
Yes.
is.
Yeah. And I see them too, because I answer to my comments and I see the little traitors.
I feel when you answer my comments, I'm all like Tracie Trendy.
I try to
Get all
answer.
excited. No, I love your show and your channel and
Yeah, I can say lovely since I don't have any other name to use. No other pet names.
Right. Right.
Well, I'm glad
exactly.
you don't say like bitches or something. I'm glad you say
I love my
lovelies.
bitches.
Anyway, you're awesome. Thank you so much for
All
joining
right.
us. And
Yes,
I hope
thank
you
Tracie.
enjoy
Thanks.
the rest of the season.
All right, you guys do too. We gotta hook up maybe on my channel and we'll talk
Anytime.
about.
You
Anytime.
got it. You got
Let
it.
me be
I'll send the
real.
invitation.
No one has
Okay.
ever invited me onto their channel,
Okay.
podcaster. Well, a podcast, but only for work reasons.
Uh-huh.
So like people only want to know how to become a corporate storyteller, but they don't give a shit about anything else. I'm like living for the day when someone invites me to be on their channel. That's
Oh,
all.
cool. This was cool. We'll find a good episode that's gonna have a lot of entertaining, a lot of things to talk about because, so
We'll make it good. We'll make
Yeah.
it good.
Sounds good.
just looking down.
All right.
down
Well,
here.
thanks everyone for stopping by.
Okay,
And
no problem.